ए गाइस, हंटर बडीज हियर और आप सबका स्वागत है हॉगवर्ट्स लेगेसी के एक और गेम प्ले वीडियो में। लास्ट हमने हेड मास्टर की ऑफिस की रूम की पासवर्ड निकाला था। आज हम वो पासवर्ड यूज़ करते हुए हेड मास्टर के ऑफिस में घुसेंगे और अपना थर्ड ट्रायल शुरू करेंगे। फटाफट चलते हैं, फिर देरी नहीं करेंगे। कहाँ है इसका ऑफिस?
Revelio.
ये रही यही है। चेस्ट भी है इधर। अरे
The gargoyle. That's where I need to speak the password. Toujours pure.
तो मेरे क्वेश्चन है कि
I wonder if all the elite wizarding families have a motto.
क्या मैं बाद में भी ऐसी कभी भी एक्सेस कर सकता हूँ? फिनिक्स कहाँ है?
It's good to see you.
All thanks to Professor Fig's quick thinking. Now what?
Approach the pedestal in the antechamber and read the book that appears.
I suspect there will be more to this than reading a book.
Your suspicions are correct. We shall speak when you are finished.
Has this been under the headmaster's nose all this time? Revelio.
अच्छा हाँ, मैं दोबारा यहाँ आ सकता हूँ। एलम हो रहा चाहिए, लेकिन वो 3 कुछ लिखाता है। इसको पिकअप नहीं कर सकता मैं।
That must be the pedestal. Where am I? Professor Fitzgerald? Can you hear me?
I am here. In this place, you may call me Neve.
वे क्या ब्लैक एंड व्हाइट हो रखा है सब कुछ?
You shall be witness to a fable. Pay attention. Things are not always as they seem.
ओह बॉय, स्पूकी सा लग रहा है ये तो काफी।
You must move swiftly and cautiously. Use the tools you encounter to find me.
यूज द टूल।
The first you will need is a cloak.
क्लोक? कैसा क्लोक? में योर वे थ्रू द टाउन विदाउट बीइंग सीन। अच्छा, अरे मुझे पता कैसे चलेगा? मैं अपने स्पेल यूज नहीं कर सकता क्या कुछ? भाई पूरी स्केचबुक लग रही है तो।
In this place, as in life, death takes many forms. Avoid each of them at all costs.
मैं कुछ कर ही नहीं पा रहा। ओ डेथ। अच्छा, मुझे ऐसे जाना है, नहीं तो मरूंगा मैं। ओ भाई ये काफ़ी यूनिक एक्सपीरियंस है। डेथ से बचते हुए जाना मेरे को।
They're gone. Now, I need to get out of here. Where could Neve be? I need to time this just right.
पकड़ लिया तो मार देंगे ना? हाँ, मेरे को लग रहा है मार देंगे ये, अगर पकड़ लिया तो इन लोगों ने।
I see a staircase straight ahead.
स्टेयरकेस? ओ भाई, मेरी थोड़ी थोड़ी फट रही है। थोड़ी थोड़ी, ज़्यादा नहीं, थोड़ी थोड़ी। ओए
Death.
साला, मौत यहीं मंडरा रही है। बोला भी नहीं जा रहा, चल भाई। और ये काफ़ी अलग लग रहा है ट्रायल, पिछले 2 ट्रायल से तो बहुत अलग है ये। काफ़ी स्पूकी स्पूकी सा है ये।
Ladder. Perhaps they won't be able to find me if I go up there.
चलना, खड़ा क्यों जाता है? आ गए साले। दैट डार्क मोंगल, मोंगल सा क्या था? अब मैं कहाँ जाऊँ? उधर तो शायद नहीं है जाने का रास्ता। मैं सही जा भी रहा हूँ?
This is my chance. Come and leave.
ओ, ये कैसे बच रहा है?
Too many. I must cross this road as fast as I can.
देखना मत, देखना मत, देखना मत। भाई साहब बहुत है इधर।
That's where I need to go, but I need to find a way past them.
भाई तो इधर ही मुँह करके खड़ा है, मैं कैसे जाऊंगा? ट्रायल कम, ये रियल लाइफ ज़्यादा लग रहा है। साला डेथ सामने ही है, देख ना ले मुझे वो।
Nothing this way, but more danger. There must be another way to find you.
अनदर वे?
I need to turn back. There's no getting past them that way. That doorway looks like the only safe way forward.
भाई ये थर्ड ट्रायल काफ़ी और स्पूकी स्पूकी सी है। ओए बे, ये तो पकड़ देंगे मेरे को। यहीं से जाना मुझे?
Now's my chance.
चलना, भाग भी नहीं रहा। पता नहीं मैं सही जा भी रहा हूँ या नहीं जा रहा हूँ। ठीक है,
That's the way forward.
सीरियस? ओ, अरे ये अदृश्य चौका है, तो डेडली हेलोज है।
I think I'm invisible.
ये तो डेडली हेलोज है, ये तो अदृश्य चौका है। अरे भैया, फिर वो भी मिलेगी एल्डर वॉन्ड। कहाँ जाना है? अब तो मुझे कोई नहीं देख सकता। आगे ही नहीं रहा यार ये तो। नहीं, इधर से रास्ता नहीं है शायद, इधर से ये रास्ता, क्योंकि गेट यहाँ का खुला, पीछे का कोई रास्ता नहीं होगा जाने का। हाँ ये होगा ना शायद। नहीं, ये रास्ता है? नहीं, ये भी रास्ता नहीं है। अब मुझे नहीं देख सकते ना ये लोग। नहीं,
They
अब
can't see me at all. I can get closer to them.
अब मुझे नहीं देख सकता। मैंने अदृश्य चौका पहन रखा है ना। डेथ की तो गिफ्ट ही है। क्या नाम है इसका? मूवी का नाम क्या था? डेडली हेलोज या होलोज था?
This is the way forward. Finally free. Now where are you, Neve?
कहाँ जाना है मुझे?
You have outrun death thus far, but have yet to find me. Keep searching, but this time you will be unable to hide.
Unable to hide.
Wield the wand you see before you. Do not squander its extraordinary power.
अरे एल्डर वॉन्ड, हाँ। तो अब एक वो स्टोन रह गया, उसका नाम क्या था मेरे को ध्यान नहीं आ रहा। मिस्टीरियस वॉन्ड, ये वो है, एल्डर वॉन्ड है। कोट मिल गया, वॉन्ड मिल गया, स्टोन रह गया। डेडली हेलोस कंप्लीट या होलोस,
I've never felt such power.
है ना? इसमें कुछ नहीं है, बस मैं यही यूज कर सकता हूँ, कुछ यूज नहीं कर सकता।
Defender. Depulsor.
अबे कैसे होगा ये?
Bombarda.
अच्छा, अब मैं इनसे लड़ सकता हूँ, अब मुझे छुपने की जरूरत नहीं है, ऐसा है ना? हाँ, मैं शायद इनसे लड़ूंगा। अब हाथ में एल्डर वॉन्ड है भाई, अब डरने की क्या जरूरत है? और भी हैं? ये लेता है तो भी देखते मजा ले। भाई बहुत है ये तो।
Defender. Revelio.
एल्डर वॉन्ड के साथ भाई अलग ही पावर फील करो, पावर। लेनी क्या भाई, पूरा स्केच बुक लग रहा है, ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे स्केच बुक कोई चल रही है। यहाँ क्या है? अबे यहाँ तो पूरा डेथ है, पूरा जिंदा डेथ है इधर तो, जिंदी मौत है इधर तो।
Defender. Descender. Bombarda. Depulsor. Defender.
हाँ, कैसे उड़ गया वो?
Bombarda.
डेथ रोल कहाँ है? तेरी तो।
Defender. Protego.
अल्लाह, डेथ कसम मंडरा रहा है। और है कैसे मारना है भाई? डेथ रोल्स निकाल रही तो।
Protego. Defender. Depulsor. Descender.
अरे मर जाएगा।
Bombarda. Depulsor. Descender. Defender.
मरा 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 मरा, भाग 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 भाग।
Bombarda. Defender. Defender. Depulsor. Descender. Protego. Defender. Descendo. Depulsor. Bombarda. Protego. Defender.
अभी हुआ या अभी भी बाकी है? हो गया। अब शायद वो स्टोन मिलेगा। अब भाग नहीं रहा ये। ये रहा सिंपल स्टोन नहीं है वो। ओ भाई सिंपल स्टोन नहीं है वो, मरे वो लोगों को जिंदा कर देती है ये स्टोन। सिंपल स्टोन कह के बेइज्जती कर रहा है इसकी। काफी बड़ा स्टोन है तो पूरे हाथ एक हाथ बराबर है।
You are far from finished. Pass through them.
I can't believe she's dead.
Oh, poor Neve.
ओ उधर
Let us always honor her.
कौन मरा पड़ा है?
Be the same without her.
Complete the trial of the stone. इसे जिंदा करना है क्या?
You found me,
अरे ये तो
but
प्रोफेसर
you
है।
cannot undo what has been done. The magic of the stone can only conjure a shadow of my former self.
ट्रायल कंप्लीट। अभी भी स्टोन है इसके पास।
But there is no light without shadow, as there is no shadow without light. Simply because you can eliminate darkness does not always mean that you should. Remember that as you witness my memory.
चलो भाई देखते हैं अब क्या दिखेगा।
Isadora, what you did for your father was remarkable,
wasn't it? And Percival needn't worry about the strands of emotion or the traces that this magic leaves. I found a way to contain all of it.
You haven't stopped.
Goblin Silver.
You spoke to a goblin about this.
Don't worry, he has no idea what we're containing.
We don't know what effect any of this may have. The emotions, the dark traits.
You sound like Percival. And as it happens, I do know. It is a source of strength, of focus. Somehow it enhances my ability to wield magic.
I don't follow, Isadora.
I think we can harness it.
Power like this is not to be toyed with. In the wrong
You
hands,
saw what I did for my father. Oh, Nia, imagine the good we could do. Everyone is in some kind of pain.
What are you doing?
Breathe it in. Can you feel it?
Oh, Isadora. This must stop. All of it.
You've kept this power to yourselves for so long because you fear it. I choose to embrace it.
मेरे को लग रहा है कांड करेगी इज़ोडोरा। कहीं विलन यही तो नहीं है इज़ोडोरा? पावर की लालच में अंधी हो गई। Return to the map chamber.
Is it true? Has someone completed the first 3 trials?
It is, and I have.
But you are so...
Young? I know. You must be Professor Bakar.
I am.
Pleased to meet you. The pensive memory I just witnessed, was Isadora inhaling painful emotions?
She was.
I found it disturbing. But how did she gain power from it? How did she harness it?
It was disturbing. Although, I wonder that you are asking about her power. I hesitate to reveal the location of my pensive to someone who, perhaps, has yet to understand the responsibility of power.
I can assure you, Professor, I do. In fact, what you don't yet know is that a dangerous goblin called Ranrock has accessed the repository at Rookwood Castle. He has learned to harness the contents of it as a source of immense power. He plans to use that power against wizardkind. We have no time to waste.
I see. Nonetheless, the knowledge you shall gain after you witness my memories is too valuable to share without further consideration. I shall require time to confer with the other keepers.
It seems we have no choice but to wait, frustrating as it is. I heard what you told Professor Bakar. Isadora was inhaling emotions to gain power?
She was. And she pulled emotions, as she did from her father, from Professor FITZGERALD, without permission.
Monstrous.
What's more, she said that she found a way to store the traces of magic she extracted in goblin silver.
The repositories?
Possibly. There's something I didn't get a chance to tell you earlier. Ranrock has been digging at locations tied to the 5 names he found in the journals of a goblin metalworker named Bragball.
5 names? The Keepers, and who else? Isadora Morganac?
Precisely. That's how he's been one step ahead of us. Gringotts, the Tower, Rookwood Castle.
If the Keepers won't tell you where the next trial is yet, I say we at least maintain a watch on Ranrock. Perhaps he'll lead us to more information.
Perhaps. I hope to hear from Lodgok soon. I haven't heard anything since I learned of the drills. Oh, and as you've probably guessed by now, your Polyjuice plan worked like a charm.
I knew it would. I may have done too good a job distracting Black. I had no idea he can't hold his fire whiskey.
तीसरा ट्रायल कंप्लीट। अभी कोई क्वेस्ट है क्या? रिलेशन है। स्पीक विथ नेटी आउटसाइड द हॉक्समेड और मीट पॉपी इन द फॉरबिडन फॉरेस्ट। ओके, ये करता हूँ। अब पता नहीं चौथा ट्रायल कैसा होगा। आसपास कुछ है नहीं। भाई लेकिन तीसरा ट्रायल काफ़ी अलग था पहले 2 ट्रायल से। थोड़ा अच्छा भी लगा, सही बताऊँ, मज़ा आया करने में।
A castle must have been quite stately in its time.
अले 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 टकरा गया टकरा गया टकरा गया।
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
हाँ बिल्कुल।
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them. Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
चलो कितनी दूर है मैप में? अच्छा मैं यूज़ ही नहीं कर सकता अभी। ये सही है इनका, कह रहा चल के जा। बहुत फास्ट ट्रैवल कर ली तूने। और एक कैसे ब्लैक एंड वाइट हो गया पूरा? नहीं है ना? अच्छा।
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean? Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
Okay.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
चलो भाई जल्दी जल्दी। फास्ट ट्रैवल का ऑप्शन नहीं दिया इन
Otto
लोगों ने।
Dibble works at Gladrags. I should check that.
Please tell me you didn't take...
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What does he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant,
He took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it up for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where was I?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends.
बटर बियर कहाँ मिलती है वैसे? पीछे है शायद बटर बियर की दुकान.
Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You should have speak out. You were wise not to speak out.
If you had spoken out against him as Mr. Bickle asked, perhaps Harlow would be locked away by now.
Perhaps. But perhaps I would have suffered a similar fate.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
भाई स्नो तो अलग ही मजे हैं. अभी भी मैं शायद फास्ट ट्रैवल नहीं कर सकता. ना नहीं कर सकता. ऐसे ही चलना पड़ेगा. कोई नहीं, आ ही गए, बगल में है, ज़्यादा दूर नहीं. उड़ भी तो नहीं सकता. लोगो बनाता है ना.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
अरे यार, एक ही बार में डिसाइड कर लो ना कहाँ जाना है. इधर से उधर तुम दौड़ा रहे हो बस. Hogsmeade Alley.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
बाहर है क्या? ये क्या है? Wand?
Natty's wand.
ये कहाँ गायब हो
She
गई?
can cast without it. She wanted me to find this. She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
ले भैया, जांच पड़ताल करने वाले ही गायब हो गए.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
Revelio. Natty must have been taken this way.
अरे भाई,
I need to find her
Ash
quickly.
Winder hideout. अब लड़ाई होगी. किडनैप हो गई छोरी.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward. Accio! A hidden door. Natty must have been taken this way.
Optional find.
I need to find her quickly.
Vote of poem. Optional find. A love letter.
Revelio.
यहाँ पे रुक जाओ. अरे सॉरी. मैप मैं देख नहीं सकता.
Revelio. I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
कोई नहीं, लड़ने के लिए है बहुत कुछ है.
It's not gonna work.
It might.
Using that girl as bait. No one's coming for her. We ought to just kill her.
He wants them alive.
Ash Winder assassin.
Just keep an eye out.
कैसे जाऊँ?
I've raided Brockborough more times than I can count. They're incapable of defending themselves.
अभी मैं पकड़ा जाता.
What? Well, if I find another of my pastries missing, I shan't be taken so kindly to it, shall I?
Let's finish this job and be done with it. Waste of time.
इसको petrified कर देता हूँ.
They don't seem to care for me in the Hogsmeade.
Petrificus totalis.
There's trouble afoot.
बीच में खोपड़ी के निशान बनी है. पक्का वो है भाई, पावरफुल होगा. अरे नहीं 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 नहीं.
About time we locked her up.
Petrificus totalis. Revelio.
Be on the lookout for the girl's friend. If they're daft enough to try to come through here.
मेरे को लग रहा है लड़ना पड़ेगा.
They need to be reminded that we're still running things.
बच गया.
Oi!
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hogshead.
Revelio.
यहाँ कुछ आया था
Getting
ब्रूस.
away
हाँ
from
ये.
here and not taking a one of you with me, since you've all turned yourselves into a pack of Jarvies.
Hey!
Lower Hogsmeade needs some stocks after our hit.
What?
It's exhausting. Standing here all day waiting to do Rookwood's work for him. He can fight his own battles.
पता नहीं भाई, मैं सही कर भी रहा हूँ नहीं कर रहा.
We should speak to her again. Perhaps she'll tell us where we can find that friend of hers.
She's determined to say nothing. The boss will deal with her when he arrives. Arranshire isn't worth the time. No amount of spoils is worth that many spiders.
Heeding all the lies and falsehoods, no one's mightier in Rockwoods.
The girl's friend won't come looking for her. Too dangerous. We're wasting our time.
भाई इसे कैसे मारूं? ये तो सामने ही है.
I've had enough of Feldcroft. Hope I never have to see it again.
Petrificus totalis. Natty must be here somewhere.
found us. I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He was...
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Rabe, Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Use mine. We'll find yours together once you're out of there.
I need my wand for this. Using one with which I have no connection may not work as well or as quickly, and we cannot risk detection.
I shall do my best. Any idea where it might be?
It's nearby. I can sense it.
Understood. I'll find it.
अरे भाई.
Your friend Natty was not able to summon my wand. It must be blocked.
Revelio.
अब इसकी छड़ी ढूंढो.
Mr. Rabe's wand could be in there.
I can tell.
कहाँ होगी इसकी छड़ी? नहीं, बाहर तो नहीं है. जला तो नहीं थी इसकी छड़ी?
Any luck with my wand? Please. You must find it. Quickly.
मुझे दिख ही नहीं रही.
Revelio.
अच्छा, इधर ही है.
Alohomora.
ये इनविजिबल कर रखा था. मैं बोलूँ कि दिख नहीं रहा यार, इस घर के अंदर ही है.
Mr. Rabe's wand.
मिल गया भाई.
He'll be glad to have this back.
ये ले.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Find auto.
Revelio.
लव नोट कहाँ होगा?
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well. But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These assholes must pay.
यार ऑटो इसका लव लेटर मिल जाता तो मजा आ जाता.
I'll tell you that. He'll tell on us first chance he gets.
You can learn a lot from weather though, can't you? It's like everything.
मार दो इसको.
When we're done here, I'm going straight to the Hog's Head.
मार देता हूँ.
Come on, too afraid to fight back. Survive this fight. Expelliarmus. Confringo. Better be a beast.
Finally.
Bombarda. Confringo.
मर गई.
Death from above. Confringo. Bombarda. Expulso.
They got what they deserved.
Revelio.
अब ये बता दो भाई चिट्ठी कहाँ है? मैं चिट्ठी लूंगा, चल दूंगा। आइडेंटिफाई आउटफिट आइटम मिला है भाई। है तो बहुत कुछ लूटने के लिए, मैं लूट के जाऊंगा।
Also Dibble's love letter from Rosie. He wanted me to destroy this if I found it.
और बुक कहाँ है?
Revelio.
बुक भी यहीं कहीं होगी, इन्हीं में सब में कहीं होगी।
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert.
वाह।
He'll be thrilled to have this back.
चलो अब चलते हैं, हो गया, सब कुछ ले लिया। रास्ता
Let's find Officer Singer and put an end to Harlow.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness the two of you are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing these dangerous men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashfinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
The authorities haven't been much help. गुस्सा हो जाएगी ये तो।
Yes, officer. Do you have enough evidence to take down Harlow and the rest of Rookwood's lot?
Well, it's certainly a good start. We shall see. But you can leave this to me now. Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Okay. खत्म। बेसिक फॉर ब्लैकमेल। तो क्वेस्ट यहीं खत्म हुआ। तो गाइस ये काम करते हैं, आज के लिए इतना ही करते हैं। आई होप कि तुम्हें वीडियो पसंद आए, और पसंद आए तो लाइक करना, शेयर करना, सब्सक्राइब करना। मिलते हैं अगले वीडियो में, तब तक ले गुड बाय, टेक केयर।